I digress. This is the Ryan Show FM West Coast Marathon. We have listeners from all over here tonight. It's a little bit later out in New York, where Lynnelle and I are from.
That's right.
So how'd you get here, Lynnelle? Did you drive all the way here?
I wish I could have, but...
Have you ever done that before, a road trip?
No,
New York,
but
Cali?
that's what I want to do. That's something that's on my bucket list.
Is it? Ooh, you're a brave woman. You're a way braver woman than me. Let me tell you.
I have patience, so...
That's why you do what you do. That's why you're here right now.
That's right.
So, for 32 years, I had no idea how to dance.
Wow.
None. No rhythm whatsoever. Got married, couldn't dance. It's horrible. My whole life, people have said, "Ryan, you have no rhythm. What's wrong with you?" And it wasn't until I hit you up and started watching your videos that it just kind of like assimilated into me a little bit. Wow. Is that the right word? Your dance skills dissipated into me through your Instagram page. I guess that's what they call the Lynnelle Whichard experience.
That's right. It's infectious.
It's infectious, truly. And wow, what a legendary life that you've lived to get to this point, to where you're flying out to Los Angeles to get on our show. We don't just normally have dance instructors on the show.
That's right.
Like, you have a whole business model behind it that's very unique and very different. And
that's right.
We focus on entrepreneurs on this program because we're in a recession right now, right? So
that's right.
We got to find all these new ways to make money. We have the internet. We now have Web3 with this metaverse. So I've seen some of the craziest businesses emerge since COVID. Not just in the Web3, but here physically. So you're one of these businesses that you managed to take your talents and bring them to New York and the tri-state area, customize it, and this is without even an actual dance studio, essentially, right?
That's right. That's right.
So
I work out of different studios, but I want to give a shout out to PS48Q, the David N. Dinkins School for Community Service in Jamaica, Queens. I've been there for 9 years. I'm an assistant teacher there, and I'm also the dance choreographer there, and I've choreographed all over the place, but it's something about because I lived in Queens for many years of my life, so it's always important to give back where you come from,
certain. For certain. Unless you're from the Hamptons, they got enough out there. They don't need any more.
I always make sure I give back where I come from, and to see these children learn, grow, develop, and excel is wonderful. I've had students and children who've gone past me that dance with Cardi B.
Wow.
Perform with Rihanna. I performed at the Super Bowl. I was part of Beyonce's performance. So
we got to get into all this, but first we also got to take it back to how you're doing this right now. And you mentioned these kids and how you're working with all these kids. They're dancing more than ever, I feel, with TikTok, right? But it's these 15-second, 30-second dances that it's more like sign language half the time. Do you think that TikTok is good for these kids and their dancing abilities?
Honestly, I feel like it's something that keeps them occupied and something that keeps them engaged. But go out and take a class. Take a class. If you can't take a class in person, take a virtual class, because there's so much more that's out there. The foundation of dance is ballet.
Not anymore. The foundation of dance is TikTok now. But
now they're, switching things around. But you know what? I'm open to change. I'm not so traditional. I'm more open to different things that's going on. So you have to spread your wings. If you don't want to spread your wings, you won't fly.
That's true.
You will not fly. So it's like, I feel like TikTok is cool. Yeah. And it's blowing up huge. It's like one of the hugest platforms for dance and just for everything. You can find restaurants. You can do everything on TikTok. But dancers, let me tell you something. Even though you're on TikTok and you may know how to dance or you may not know how to dance, let it just be something that leads you to your path.
Yeah.
Let it lead you to the path that you really want to go to. So, for instance, if you see someone that's being an influencer on TikTok and you may not really know how to dance that well, but you know how to do other things, you look at what they're doing to see how you can go forth with your passion. That's what I did. From a very, very young age. I love Lauryn Hill, rest in peace. I love Lisa Left Eye Lopez. I've had the honor of meeting Rosie Perez at an All-Star Gala in New York City at Lincoln Center, and she complimented my dancing, and that meant so much to me because in Do the Right Thing, in the beginning, she started out with the Fight the Power dance, and nobody couldn't tell me I couldn't do that, So anything is possible. Oh, yeah. Anything is possible. Just live your dreams and never, ever give up. Whatever you believe in, put that first and you'll fly. Like I said, don't clip those wings. Don't hold them in. Spread them out and go forth.
See, it's more than just dance instruction. I feel like you're teaching them how to think on their feet, how to experience life in a way that is more fulfilling. And that's the Lynnelle Whichard experience.
Yes, it is.
So if I'm a student right now, not a student, just, you know, me, I'm trying to learn how to dance. What do I do? Do I find you on Instagram? Where can I get things started?
So if you would like to learn how to dance, you can find me on Instagram at LYNNELLEKW. You can find me on TikTok at Lynnelle K Whichard, LYNNELLEKWHICHARD. And I have a website, LynnelleKWhichard.com. So you can just hit me up if you want to have some private lessons, if you want to intermingle with the students that I already have, if you're just interested, hey, I see that you do a lot of gigs. I'm interested in, maybe I'm an experienced dancer, I'm interested in a gig. Hit me up and we'll work things out. You know, awesome. Especially adults too, but especially for the youth. Because like I said, the youth are the people who's taking care of me when I get older. So I'm going to take care of them now. So hit me
hopefully
up.
they take care of us.
I believe they will, because
I think that they will. I mean, I look at our generation. We need to do better sometimes, I feel. Yes. To our elders.
And you know what? Our generation, we do need to do better. The youth, you need to do better too. But you know what? That's why people like us are here, so that we can spearhead and show them that, look, you can do it. And we have to be better leaders.
For sure.
You know, and sometimes we stoop down to their level and they don't have respect for us. We have to show them.
I'm a kid. I'm doing the sturdy out there. I need to teach these kids how to do some old man dance moves.
Right.
So what are your thoughts on the sturdy?
I think it's cool. I know that, a lot. Well, this summer, shout out to the YMCA and PS48Q. We had a New York themed talent show at the end of the school year, and they had a sturdy theme.
I love it.
And they had the teachers, the counselors come out and get sturdy. The students come out and get sturdy. It's cool. It's some good leg exercise.
It is. You know, I love watching old white people do the sturdy. You know about this guy? He's like a weatherman in New York.
Nick Coaster, I believe his name is. Yes, he can do anything.
Anything.
He can do. I mean, he is awesome. He's awesome. And he links up with some dancers that I actually do know out in New York City. So he's like the coolest of the coolest, the hippest of the hippest. And to see him do it, he's better than me. So, Nick, if you're out there, I would like to link up with you so you can show me a few things or two, because you are that great.
We need you out here, man. We need you at those drill concerts. It's one thing to be dancing on TV doing that sturdy. I want to see you at a New York City drill concert. They get crazy.
They do.
I feel like he would make it so much more lit.
He would.
Like, he doesn't understand. They're paying everybody to show up anywhere now at these weed parties anywhere in New York. That dude should be making a killing on the side, showing up and sturdying in the drill parties. Little advice to him. But man, the state of dance. Because we talk so much about the state of music here and the state of business, but not enough about the state of dance. So overall, you say that they should go and get lessons. TikTok is not enough. Do you think that it's good for dance culture, though, in general? Having it be easy enough for it to be accessible where anybody can dance and get exposure? Or do you think that maybe some people that aren't good at dancing are kind of in the spotlight and it's hurting it a little bit more?
I mean, no. I feel like it is good exposure, and like, it's people like myself. I know that it's a great choreographer by the name of Danielle Polanco.
Yeah.
You know, when she was in Omarion's video Touch.
Okay.
You know, she has a class and she's big on, if she sees something that's not right with the culture, instead of her downing it, she has classes to fix it.
See, that's
and
maybe
teach them the correct way to do things. But you know, it's all in fun. And like I said, it keeps the children off the street. It keeps them engaged.
Yeah.
You know, still some people that I've seen in my school that don't get along, they'll come together for a TikTok.
That's very good point. It's bringing the kids together for sure. And some of the creepy adults. There's a lot of adults on there that shouldn't be.
Unfortunately.
Let's be honest.
Unfortunately.
Usually the freakish ones. I like there's some crazy stuff going on TikTok right now. Like, I don't want to call them, there's like people that are, they're on there just for being ridiculous. Like, we had a guy on the Ryan show just this week.
Okay.
He was one, what does he call himself? They call him like a hornet or bumblebee or something like that. But he's got like, just a big giant, looks like a big giant thumb. He's got no teeth in the front. He's making walrus noises. But he looks so crazy, and he's got his whole family. They're all from like, Tennessee down south.
Okay.
People just want to see bizarre,
the internet is really known for that now.
It is, especially TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok is really encouraging that. So, we got to take a step back and look at these things sometimes.
But you know what? I feel like it's entertainment, but we have to be careful with our entertainment because, people are watching. Yeah. Precious, precocious minds are watching. And it's one thing to be good entertainment or funny entertainment, but you don't want some of the people that are coming up to think that this is the right way to do things, You
could look like a thumb when you get older. Lose your teeth.
and you'll be all right, and you'll make $1 million.
You'll be a Walmart feature, literally.
But what they also have to realize too is social media is great, and a lot that's going on now with TikTok and Instagram is great. But what they have to know is some things I hope is here to stay. But from being alive 38 years, I've realized that some things may be fads. So you don't want to go around doing what you see and then it fades out, and then you're left to pick up the pieces on your own. Have your own mind. You know what you want to do. And if you don't know what you want to do, go to your higher faith and pray about it. Go to your parents or seek what's inside of you. But don't mimic other people, because sometimes the person that you see in front of the screen is not what was really behind closed doors.
No.
At all. So when you're out there and you're watching these people, if they're doing something that's generating wealth or income or something that you like, it's good to be inspired, but don't be a copycat.
I like that. It's hard these days.
It really is. It's hard, but this generation, I feel like, with technology and just with everything, they're much smarter than us. The things that I knew at 20, they know at 9.
It's true. They know at 9 months.
Right.
You got kids on their smartphones at 9 months.
I saw on Instagram
international calls.
Right. I saw a baby on Instagram come out the womb and lift his head up.
See that? Wow.
Yes, I saw that on
too.
Instagram.
Yeah. That was an angry looking baby. I know the one you're talking about. That might not have been human, that baby. Wow. Yeah, these kids are really different these days.
Yes.
My God. Yeah, he was doing a TikTok dance at 15 minutes old. Crazy. But I wonder the direction. See, like this is more than an interview. This is an experience. That's why you've got to hit up Lynnelle.
That's right.
You mentioned your social media plugs. You mentioned how they could get started with you.
Yes.
But if they're in California listening right now or here on the West Coast, is there any way that they can work with you? Maybe virtually?
Yes, you can work with me virtually, and I'm always willing to come back out here and hold classes. I wanted to do that actually. If you look on my Instagram page, on my Facebook page, some years back, I wanted to start a talent agency out here because I'm also good, and I'm a casting director.
Yeah.
So I get to youth and adults into different gigs that may not have to do with dance. And I was going to start a dance company and a talent agency out here, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So it's not off limits. It's not out of the window. But if you want to reach out to me about gigs here on the West Coast, just hit me up. I'm willing to come out here. I'm willing to have you come to New York City, or we can do something virtually. If I know it, I'll pass it on.
I love it. You might just be taking a trip to the Hamptons very soon.
And I'm with it. I am 100% with it. I love to travel.
I see that. I can't believe you came all the way over here. It's amazing. We had to take over this entire state, honestly.
We had to, because New York does it big. We're huge.
Yeah. And
we are huge.
This is a Yankee year. This is the year of the Knicks.
Right.
Well, maybe not.
No, don't say that.
I'm trying here.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I'm a Clippers fan.
Oh, okay.
I know. You had to hear. I was embarrassed on the streets of LA last night. I had the audacity walking around saying Clippers or Lakers, and what do you think they said? They said Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah, they shamed me. I was Clipper shamed.
Wow.
Fan shamed last night. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. Wow. No one talks about that. You're allowed to, you're not allowed to be racist. You're not allowed to be sexist. You're not allowed to be transphobic. But you can just bash somebody for being a sports team fan.
I don't like that.
I hate it.
That's
unless you're a Red Sox fan, in which case totally racist against you. Is that the word?
No.
What's the word? What's fanist? I'm fanist against the Red Sox. That's the word. Okay. All right. So before we get canceled, we're going to go to a quick break and play some music. It was an honor having you on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. Don't forget the Lynnelle Whichard experience. I've been around. I'm around now, and I'll be around forever.
You're not going nowhere.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Even if I'm old and I pass on, I'm going to always leave my legacy around for more people to come around and have an experience. The Lynnelle Whichard experience. Thank you very much for having me.
And if you are listening, like she said, go follow her on Instagram. Message her. She's easy to find on there.
Yes.
And one more time, let's just plug the Instagram.
That's the Instagram is Lynnelle KW. LYNNELLEKW. Thank you very much.
Dance away, folks, to this music. We got some Dr. Dre coming up. After all, we are in the West Coast Marathon.
That's right.
Let's get it going. This is the Ryan Show FM. We will be back. Let's go.